I don't really make videos like these, I guess. But I've come into, it's come into my eyesight, this thing called gyro aiming. I've been trying it, and essentially, you can see my cursor on the screen. I'm moving with a joystick. I play on a PlayStation 5 controller, and in PlayStation controllers specifically, it doesn't work for Microsoft. It works for Switch and Steam controllers and the Steam Deck, that they have a gyro sense, machine or robot, I guess, in the controller. And I saw a few videos of people using it in different games like Valorant, Fortnite, Doom Eternal, and I thought I'd give it a try in Apex. And now I have to enable it through Steam Bigger Picture, and so yes, it's an outside config, but personally, I just find gyro aiming easier. Like, I've been playing with it for a few days and I really like it, and I have it on toggle. It's bound to my sprint button because I use auto run. It's a dud button, so I may as well just have it on. So basically, you can see my cursor on screen, and when I enable it, you can see it switches to the mouse, and you see like the little movements I'm doing. That's me not using my mouse. That's me aiming my controller, I guess, at the screen, and when I move my controller in real life, it moves the cursor. And other games have support for things like this. Like Fortnite has support for it. I'm pretty sure Valorant has support for it, but I'm not too sure about it. But I really like it, and I would hope that one day it could be implemented into Apex, because I think just from a gameplay standpoint, obviously they'll fix it in certain ways, like they'll make it more streamlined, because when I use it, it obviously duds my frames a little. I'll go from the 165 all the way down to flipping 120 at sometimes, but it feels really nice. And one thing I learned with this gyro control is that obviously jitter aiming is a mouse exclusive technique, but with gyro control, since my controller acts as though it's a mouse when it's enabled, like this, if I just shake my controller, I can jitter aim. And it's pretty good. I'm not too amazing at it yet, but I just hope that Respawn and just the wider Apex community can look at gyro control, start talking about it more, and maybe we can just get it implemented, because it's not only just for me. Like, I'm a perfectly fine person and I don't need gyro control to play the game. I just like it. But it's also an accessibility and disability thing. I know there are some players, and I even have friends who like to use controller, but it's just hard for them sometimes with certain physical ailments or disabilities that they have. And I think gyro control can really benefit them, and I would hope that Apex would just look at this and maybe consider implementing it. I just want, like, Fortnite did it, and I'm not going to say it's overpowered. It widens the spectrum of gameplay for controller players and the wider community as a whole. Fortnite had it. Most players called it broken 7 months ago, and no one's really talking about it anymore. So I wouldn't call it overpowered, but I think it just could be good for people who need it. And that's all really I had to say about it. Like, I enjoy using it. It feels nice. It's not for everybody, obviously. Some people may call it cheating because it's using an outside thing, but I know players who slow down their frames so they can hit every super glide, or players who still Neo Strafe or double bind pickups to pick up items faster than the player they 50-50 on so they can win their 50-50. So I think it could be good. I think it's needed. Or, well, it's not needed. It's just something that could be done. Thanks for listening to my TED Talk.